Imagine if you were able to build your business around doing exactly what you wanted to do, like the most amazing, the stuff that you're most passionate about, the things that you feel most purposeful about, the things that you most want to do in the world with the people that you most want to do it with. So, imagine the ideal client, someone who really needs your work, someone who really wants your work, someone who really values your work and is willing to pay you a lot of money for it. And imagine if doing that, you were able to do it in some of the most exotic places in the world. Well, hey, this is me, Dax Moy from Fitness Marketing Made Simple and the Guru Project. I'm here in Thailand right now doing exactly that. Right this second, I'm on a little bit of a break from my students who are carrying out a whole bunch of tasks in relation to building their businesses and to having the biggest impact on the world. We're out here on the Guru Project, which is exactly as I just described. It's a program in the part of the world that I most love being in. Okay, it's not sunny Thailand today. Let's have a look around. It's not sunny Thailand today. It's a little bit cloudy, but the sun's been out and it's been absolutely gorgeous. We are living in a very, very high standard villa, kind of essentially on Millionaires Row. And I am, let's not to put too fine a point in it here, I am getting paid a lot of money I'm getting paid a lot of money for doing exactly what I want to do, in the way that I want to do it, with who I want to do it, where I want to do it. See, I've been doing residential retreats in some amazing part of the world for 7 or 8 years now. And those retreats have kind of gone everywhere from Paris to New York to kind of all tons of them out here in Thailand, with people paying as little as 3,000. People paying as little as £3,000 per week, and all the way up to £25,000 per week. So as an individual, paying me £25,000 a week to live out here in this awesome place, doing exactly what I want to do, how I want to do it. So look, here's the thing. There are lots and lots of fit pros and coaches and trainers and bootcamp instructors and life coaches, etc., who would really, really love to run these residential retreats. And the problem is they get an idea about running them, and the very first idea they've got is, hey, let me go ahead, book a location somewhere and essentially get people out there and take them through a bunch of stuff, right? A bunch of stuff. So it really depends upon what your work is, but for some people, that bunch of stuff, if you're a fit pro, your bunch of stuff might be, okay, I'm going to hire a place, I'm going to deliver my workouts, I'm going to kind of lay on some nutrition, and Bob's your uncle, we have a retreat. Okay, well look, here's the thing. I guess it can be that simple. You can just do that, and lots of people are doing that, but the trouble is, people aren't really willing to pay very much for that, which is why we've got so many fit pros and we've got so many coaches trying to run retreats, really struggling to fill them, even though the price points are very, very, very low. Okay, and yet I'm able to bring people out here and make kind of anywhere between kind of 30 to 40,000 a week, up to as much as like £80,000. Okay, so, and that's just for a single week. So what's the difference? Like, why is it that one fit pro, why is it that one coach, why is it that one service professional is able to charge so much and other people are really struggling to get someone to pay them a couple of £100? Well, that's where my new program, Big Money from Small Retreats, comes in. In April next year, April 2015, I'm looking at taking a group of 15 to 20, I haven't made my mind up yet, 15 to 20 very, very serious visionary leaders, enlightened entrepreneurs, and very passionate service providers out here to Phuket, Thailand, to learn how to run high-end retreats that make lots and lots of money while doing exactly what you love in the way you love doing it. The program is called Big Money from Small Retreats, and it's going to teach you how to do exactly that, as its name suggests. Learn really, really big money from really small retreats. So we're not looking at banging them out with thousands of people. We're not looking at kind of hundreds of attendees. Just, you know, you can earn kind of tens of thousands for finding 4, 6, 8, 12 people. See, the current model for people trying to build retreats is that they generally tend to go wide, so they are fitness retreats. Imagine the difference though between having a fitness retreat and a retreat called Lose 10 Pounds in 10 Days. Can you see the difference, right? Imagine the difference between having a writer's retreat and a retreat called Write Your Book in 10 Days. Imagine the difference between having a, let's say it's a coaching retreat this time, something to do with self-confidence, right? Kind of, and it could be anything to do with, like, you know, get your dream job, or, you know, find the love of your life, or, you know, unshakable self-confidence in 10 days or 7 days or 2 weeks or whatever the length of your retreat is. But can you imagine the difference of the impact of that? But look, it goes a lot more than just giving your retreat some kind of swanky name. Because let's face it, if all it took was, hey, let me give my retreat a cool name, there we go, then suddenly it would sell out, right? And that's not the reality for most of us. We don't just walk along and say, I'm going to call this Big Money from Small Retreats, and hopefully just because I've called it that, people are going to want to come. There's a hell of a lot more that needs to go in to creating a high-end retreat that's going to make you lots of money. See, the wider the target audience for a retreat, the shallower the depth, the less detailed the information, the less life-changing it becomes, the less impactful it is, and the less a person is actually willing to pay for it, because ultimately they're going to get less results. Take the core concept of one of your retreats deep. I mean, take it really, really deep into a core theme. And if you take the core concept of your program deeper, you multiply the value of it. So by going deeper instead of wide, you multiply the results, which means you multiply the impact, which means you multiply the satisfaction, and ultimately you multiply the money that you can make from it. The reality is that what makes a high-end retreat, one where people will bend over backwards to come, even like borrow money to attend, right? One that makes a high-level retreat is not just the theme itself, but it's the system behind the process. If themes multiply the value of a retreat, then systems exponentialize them. They make them completely invaluable. And that's essentially what I'm going to be teaching over the course of the Big Money from Small Events retreat next April. I mean, literally digging deep inside of my own systems, like how I market, fill and run my retreats, everything from kind of how I get the venues, how I organize the food, how I build the systems, how I build the storylines, how I build the themes, how I literally do everything that I do in order to have people not only pay me big money, but feel good about paying me big money. So I'm going to be teaching you not only how to build the systems to actually run the event, as in filling it out, but I'm going to be teaching you how to run the event itself, how to build a system around your beliefs, around your values, around your most desired outcomes for from your programs, so that you are absolutely head over heels in love with the program, and so that you wouldn't dream of not making the effort to sell it out. And what you'll find is that as soon as you've got that kind of theme in place, as soon as you've got that kind of belief, as soon as you've got that kind of passion and purpose around what you've created, you're going to attract people to it very quickly, very easily, and they will want to pay you more money than you've ever been paid before. So look, that's enough of my mad ramblings for now. If anything I've just said there, if the idea of living where you want to live for periods of time, living in luxury, I mean, just look at some of this accommodation around here. It's absolutely stunning. Okay, imagine you were in a place like this with people you absolutely love, doing the work you absolutely love, getting paid a lot of money for it. In many cases, you know, more than you earn in your current annual salary for working all year, right? So imagine you're out here for a week, 2 weeks, and you earn more than your annual salary just from being out here. Wouldn't that be cool, right? Well, if that sounds even slightly interesting to you, then put your name in the box below, or wherever you see this. It's going to be a link next to this video somewhere, so I don't exactly know where I'm going to be posting it. It might be on one of my own pages. It could easily be in Facebook, it could be on YouTube, but no matter where you see it, follow the link, go and put your name in it, and I will put you in the loop explaining to you how you can become part of the big money from small retreats experience. But look, before you go ahead and put your details in the box, I want to make sure that I don't waste your time, and let's be honest, I don't want my time wasted either with lots of applications for people to come on the event. So let me put you out your misery. Instead of doing a whole sales pitch and kind of you having to do a whole build up for months and months to see how much this is going to cost and if you can afford it, let me put you out your misery today. To come on the Big Money from Small Retreats event is going to cost in the region of £4,000 to £4,500. I haven't actually finalised the price just yet because I'm pricing up a couple of villas that I don't normally use, right? But it'll be in that region. So right now, if you're saying, well, there's no way that I can or will or want to or whatever, there's no way I'll pay that amount of money, then the Big Money from Small Retreats event really isn't going to be for you. But if you really understand the value of what's being offered here, if you really understand the concept that by attending the Big Money from Small Retreats event, you are going to be able to exponentially multiply your income. You are going to be able to work for, you know, smaller periods of time and earn much larger amounts of money. If you can see the value in that in your life and your business, and the freedom that's going to create, if you can see that, then it's well worth signing up. If all you can think of though is the price tag, if all you can see is that this is $4.5 grand or whatever, then this is probably going to be the wrong program for you, because ultimately I'm trying to teach you how to get the mindset of being out there and actually earning big money from your own small event. So if you want pay big money to come on one, then this definitely isn't the right program for you. And I don't mean that with any conceit, any arrogance, so just putting it out there matter-of-factly. So look, I've been rambling for a bit, I've taken a nice little walk, I've said what I want to say. The box is around here somewhere, it's above, it's below, it's around here somewhere, right? Just put your name in the box and we are good to go. I hope to hear from you soon.